here we go then.
Walk safely through turn 1 without really many issues.
It all seems pretty good, pretty clean. Oh wow, that's a great move around the outside from Exotic Plains. Gets past Flecky, holds it right. That was an absolute stunning move. Absolutely wonderful. VXR finds himself up into P3 as well. Exotic now gets past WKD Moss as well. He is making some serious moves up and down the grid. A little bit of possession. Exotic now starting to poke his nose out against VXR. He is really pushing and looking to get up into some higher point scoring positions. You can see the soft hard lap 8 to 10 is the predicted pit stop strategy for those guys starting. Oh, VXR, big wobble coming out, manages to hold it. That is most definitely going to give Exotic the run. Oh, he does it, he holds it around the outside. Exotic back up into P3. He has made light work of that on lap 1. My goodness me. VXR though, P4. That is a great stop for him. You can see the predicted pit stops at the bottom of your screen there. A good start from everyone. Tunable Shane as well with another £20 tip. Absolutely insane from you, just in time for the start of what is an incredible race.
Yeah, the one man struggling at the moment is Wylap, obviously on those medium tyres. Struggling for a little bit of traction as well. Obviously those mediums not really up to temperature yet, and he's unfortunately been mugged by a load of the soft guys around him, which was, as we said before we started, that was the only worry.
He's really seems to be struggling on those mediums, but this is the thing, you can't win the race on the first lap, you can lose it, but with this choice of a tyre, he's playing the long game a little bit here. He can really push on these mediums. You can see he's locking up a little bit though, he's just hitting the curbs. He's got to be careful here, but he's going to be able to reclaim the lead, and hopefully a little bit further down the line, safety car would really spice up the positions in this race.
Yep.
Mellow cover. Wow.
So Carrot.
Have we seen Mellow though? P10 though. He started on hards. Ooh,
yeah, he started P11. He was the first person who could stick hards on, so he's on the super fast strategy, or technically the fastest strategy on the track. Wow, so who are the movers and shakers then? So Carrot is up to second, he's up 1. Exotic is up 5 to P3. VXR has stayed where he was, P4. Moss is up 1 into P5, set for another race-long battle with Flecky, who's down 1 in P6. Agent has held P7. Wylap is then behind, he's down 6 to P8. And they are all on the VXR train, so 4th all the way down to 8th. They're all running nose to tail pretty much. Dutch has held his ground in P9. Mello up 1 to P10. Hansen's lost out 1 to P11. Murty is up 5 to P12. UK Assassin is up 2 to P13. Ellis is a really strong start, up 4 places to P11. Interesting starting on the soft tyres. We kind of thought that Ellis was the prime candidate for the hard tyres, but he's obviously chosen he wants to go another way. Redding is up 1 to P15. Storm Twister, I believe that's his bot, is now P16. Blocky P17 and Abbott is P18. They're all down 4, and I believe Blocky and Abbott have had pit stops.
The biggest move, look at Exotic. I mean, we're on lap 3 and he's already made up 6 positions to get himself up into P2. However, a 5-second gap up the road. Snacks enjoying a very comfortable gap ahead of him. Toad Carrot though back into P3. He is not far off Exotic. This is the thing, if he can keep it on the straight and narrow, maybe live in that slipstream, a few things need to happen, could make this race very interesting, particularly when it starts getting to the pit stop phases.
Yeah.
See what people look to go for.
The fascinating thing about this as well, fascinating thing about this is the VXR train has now caught Carrot and Exotic.
Yeah.
So it's now all aboard the Exotic train. It's second, all the way down to Dutch in 9th.
Wow. See, this is the thing. When you're on board, you don't get to see this. But from this, every car is about one or two car lengths, like gap in between all of them. It is a bit of a procession at the minute. So this, to me, says that pit stops, tyre strategies are going to play a big role in this race. Undercuts, overcuts, we're going to be finding out what works.
While that's at a spin, Blue.
Oh, he has. Oh, he's in the wall. That is a big hit of front wing.
Yeah, he's got too heavy on the foot. Too heavy on his right foot on the exit. Spun up the rears and he's round.
But this ultimately chooses his strategy for him. Does it not?
Yeah, it's completely wrecked front wing. You just got to play your self-preservation. Don't lose a tyre. So yeah, this causes strategy for him, unfortunately. The issue is now he's faced with a difficult choice. It's hards to the end.
Or could he double stop with mediums? I mean,
he could.
Blocky, we've got a yellow flag, sector 3, and Blocky is out.
AJ corner.
Safety car. Wow, safety car. Oh, a bit of a lifeline for Wylap NL.
Massive lifeline for Wylap.
Wow.
And that, I think, what I was going to say before that happened, he's in a little bit of a catch-22. It's either hard to the end or is medium to soft the stronger option. Wow. Obviously now the safety car is going to be in on lap 8, out to about lap 8. It's got to be hard to the end.
He goes softs.
Yes, it's a call from Wylap.
Wow. Okay,
I'm wondering if that's maybe an instance. Maybe didn't have the hard selected and couldn't get to them in time. But
wow, I mean, we will wait and see. But he's going to be pushing hard. Maybe going on softs, trying to make up some positions. Really pushing them and then pitting along a similar kind of time. Wow, okay. So let's rejoin the leaders at the minute. They're coming up.
Interesting to see what these front guys do, though. I want to see if any of them are considering changing strategy.
Snacks is coming into the pits. That's coming into the pits. So it is lap 8 that the swap onto hard tyres is doable. Now, you can easily do a few laps on those hard tyres and it not make too much of a difference. He's going on to new softs.
Yeah, Snacks is having a fresh set of softs. McLaren boys are out with some hard tyres, presumably for Exotic, yes. Agent has stayed out. So Exotic, prime position to win this race for me.
Wow. That's
Carrots in as well on hards.
Wow.
And that's a call from Snacks.
So
Snacks has obviously decided that...
In the chat, I want you to answer that, AJ, because it's an interesting question. Could you essentially do a soft medium from this point on? To me, it's possible, but it is adding an extra...
But yeah, you need safety car assistance, and to be 100% sure, I'd want 2 safety cars. So this is the first one. So Moss, Flecky, Agent, Dutch, Mello, they're all... Oh, sorry, Mello's on hards, isn't he? But so Dutch, Agent, Flecky, Moss, they are probably now attempting the soft medium. With a little bit of safety car assistance, which you're still going to be pushing in close. I think you'd want a second safety car to make that slam dunk. I don't know what on earth is going on between Exotic and Assassin here. There are 2 people that you're not meant to be passing each other on the safety car, but it's to chopping and changing.
Very interesting. Exactly as Kevin says, split strategies and stats for Exotic. So the 2 guys which are set to potentially win this race are doing completely opposite strategies. So we are going to see from this point on what is going on. It said he was going slow and you could overtake. It does do that as a bug at times, but sort of.
It's not something. It's not something I'd want a chance, to be honest.
Flecky. Oh no. Flecky hits Agent. They both get penalties by the looks of it. Flecky has a penalty and Agent has a penalty. Agent comes into the pit lane though.
That's a good call from Agent, because whilst the safety car is out, he can get I can't, because it's obviously something I can do. But Agent is the right end of the stick here. He's come in, he's served that 5-second penalty whilst the safety car is still out, and he's on hards to the end. So yeah, so Agent has completely got rid of that 5-second penalty, taking advantage of being able to get rid of that.
This is the thing, you got Mello now in P3 who started on those hard tyres. I mean, it's a tough ass when you've got Snacks behind on brand new softs. It's going to be hard to keep him at bay, but it's definitely going to help bump him up, and his chances of coming away with some points are dramatically increased on the back of this safety car. Hugely.
Yeah.
Exotic indeed, lets Assassin back through.
Snacks has obviously done the maths, and he's obviously thinking, like, from here, soft medium is going to be faster than sort of not stopping on the hard. So it's going to be fascinating to see how these come out. Especially now that, I say, Exotic is back behind Assassin, he's going to want to clear him relatively quickly. But yeah, Mello's looking in a great position for some points. The first man on the road on hards.
His safety car coming in this lap, so you'll see the drivers start to warm up their tyres. It's quite early, actually, but it does signify that it's coming in, which is quite good, so it gives the drivers a lot of time to prepare. But so WKD Moss becomes the new safety car, currently leading the race. 6-lap old softs, probably not a position he expected to find himself in, but he's looking the part at the minute. He's doing a good stuff. I'm intrigued to see at what point he's going to pull the trigger.
He's handy on restarts, is our Moss as well.
Exactly. I think once he gets round this corner, he's going to be... Oh, is he going to say? Yep, I think he goes. Now it's a decent restart. Looking behind him,
he's caught Flecky napping a little bit.
Great restart.
Yeah, he's caught them all napping. That's the perfect point to go, because everybody else is still taking the corner.
Oh, that's
everybody else is still taking the penultimate corner, and they can't get the power down. So Moss does that to perfection.
Snacks
and already he's out of DRS from Flecky.
Gets it done.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Mello though, there's no real point fighting that.
Exactly.
It's not your race.
There's a never
focused on the guys behind.
Hasn't done anything, thankfully. Obviously, just the amount of speed that Snacks is able to carry through into turn 1, dramatically more than Mello is able to do on those hard tyres. So he gets himself up into P3 and is, doing a very unusual strategy. I mean, certainly last week at Silverstone, his tyre choices and strategies were very unusual. And to be fair, he was only saved by the unexpected safety car. Otherwise,
the safety car that we didn't think would come.
Gonna ruin
that
his
safety
race.
car came out, didn't it? And even under safety car delta, Callum Ultra nearly passed him.
Yeah. Oh, he's making a move around the outside of Flecky. Gets it done. That is a great move. Virtual safety car is deployed. Wylap and L now retires.
Yeah, so that's the. It's not quite AJ corner. AJ corner is the second part. He's lost it through the left.
Really?
So the first part of that fast left-right chicane comes in the chat saying so that's obviously something very unexpected. Flecky pits. So Flecky's getting rid of his 5-second penalty. He's looking to go to hards to the end. Interesting why he didn't make the same call as Agent and get this done under the safety car, because that 5 seconds is going to hurt him a hell of a lot more than it's hurt Agent. I'm sure he has his reasons. Oh, so Wylap didn't lose it.
There was an AR.
It was obviously hit by another car, so whether that is, I think he's referring to Storm's bot in the middle of the pack, but whether it was Storm's bot or someone else, I don't know. Didn't see where the order was. Yeah, no doubt we'll see a clip of that.
Snacks gets the move done on WKD Moss. Moss doesn't fight it too hard. I mean, 5-lap old difference in tyres. It means that Snacks regains the lead on what could be a very, very interesting tyre strategy.
Carrots had a little spin as well, right at the start of sector 3. So he's lost a chunk of places. Agent has successfully negotiated Storm's bot, so he's up to P11. So yeah, this is looking to be very, very interesting here. We've got two guys inside the top 10 that haven't stopped in Mellow and Assassin. Obviously Moss, Flecky, Agent, all those guys that stayed out, they have all pitted. Interestingly enough, I say Agent got his penalty served at the right time. He's a lot further up the road than Moss and Flecky are. He's looking in position for a cracking haul of points here. Three guys in front of him that haven't stopped.
Now on hards.
Yeah, I've seen that. So Agent, he's got two people in front of him that haven't stopped. So he's looking at potentially P8 here. But he's got people in front of him that are going to have to stop again, you'd imagine. Let's see whatever all the tyres are that everybody's on.
So Hansen and Ellis 4-lap hold mediums, so that is definitely going to require a stop again. Assassin 9-lap hold.
So if we're looking at it, Mello's got a pit probably, Assassin's probably got a pit, Hansen's probably got a pit, Ellis has probably got a pit. Puts Agent, I think, in about P7, P6, Mertzy in about P5.
If he keeps it on the road. That's the thing. That's the big if. He's got to keep it on the road, keep it on the straight and narrow.
Carrot's coming back at Mertzy. He's within about half a second. There's a nice little train here. We've talked about them already. Ellis, Hansen and Assassin running very, very close together. And Assassin's not a million miles away from VXR on softer tyres. So this could get very interesting. Carrot having a look at Mertzy into turn 1, doesn't really get it done.
Gets on the grass a little bit. You can see it upsetting the car, but he's got DRS, he's got the speed run, should get it on the brakes. It's nicely done. Nicely done. Mertzy doesn't fight it too hard nose. It is a solid move by Toad Carrot. Down into turn 3. Very, very solid move to get himself up into P8 indeed. Don't forget, you got VXR though. 5-lap old hards up in P4. We know, okay, how long that man will stay on a set of tyres. It is ungodly how long this guy will stay out on one set of tyres. He will be on them to within an inch of their lives.
Yeah, we could pretty much race another one after this, and he will quite willingly do it on the same set of hard tyres. Yeah. But yeah, he's in the net podium at the moment, because obviously Mello in front of him is going to have to stop at some point. So yeah, he's looking in a net P3. At the moment, Carrot is net P4, Mertzy net P5, Agent net P6.
Toad Carrot on Ellis. Oh, he can't get the move done. Ellis is actually moving away from him. Ellis on those mediums, getting a bit of a better run out. But oh no, that was not good from Toad Carrot. He had a great bit of overspeed coming out of turn 1, but had nowhere to go. A lot more corners at
apex speed, didn't he? Yeah, nowhere to use it.
He's going to be very, very careful
the front wing.
Because UK Assassin, quite frankly now, is a moving barrier. Nothing short of that. Hansen is desperately trying to get past. That is not the place to try it, Hansen. He's got to be patient here and wait for his moment. Wait for the DRS, stay close, and drive good lines. He knows he's got the tyre advantage, but surely Assassin is, he's pushing hard on 11-lap old mediums. Surely at some point he's going to be coming in.
They did a couple of qualifying laps as well, so they're more like sort of 12, 13 laps old.
It's a big wobble from UK Assassin.
Big squiggle from Assassin. Here comes Hansen.
Thinks better of it. Oh, but Toad Carrot and Ellis behind. I think Toad Carrot gets past on Ellis. That little bit of hesitation from Hansen is what allowed Toad Carrot through up the inside. Wow, Assassin is causing a lot of position change behind.
It's a traffic jam, isn't it?
It really is. Oh, Hansen got really out of shape. I think he's going to lose a position to Toad Carrot here.
He might lose another one to Ellis if he's not careful. Ellis getting the inside turn 1.
Oh, Ellis, no, needed to think better of that. There wasn't enough overspeed, not quite. But now you've got Fresh Agent right at the back of this. Mertzy as well.
Yeah, Fresh Agent and Mertzy are all over this as well. This is where the action is. Carrot dives up the inside of Assassin. Carrot really wants to get a move on here.
The thing is, Carrot has definitely got the speed and the tyres to be able to start creating a gap, and you can see that already. It is Assassin that, as I said, is essentially that moving obstacle. He is the one that is causing them all to back up and cause these position changes. He's holding it out on these 12 lap old mediums, but you know, something's got to give, and at some point I think Hansen is going to get to look to get the move done. Just needs to be calm through AJ corner. He's very, very cautious through there, but the thing is, Assassin is still getting the DRS.
He's got the run on Ellis.
Oh, he gets it done. Nicely done. That's a great move.
This is what I love about Ellis as well, though. We see a lot of people get into mischief when they don't know how to give up when they've lost. Ellis recognised very, very early then that he'd lost the corner.
Assassin!
And quite sensibly got out of it. Assassin has lost 3 positions out of the exit of one corner.
Wide.
Got a little bit of a squiggle, but yeah, this is a fascinating battle. This is.
That is a very dirty car.
Assassin persisting with these mediums. He is really stretching these out. Yeah, you called it. Carrot has already got a gap of about 1.1, 1.2 to Hansen.
He's able to just sort of get on with it a little bit and start bringing that gap up, you know. Particularly just out of DRS range, you can ultimately get out of the slipstream and race his own race. Yeah,
I tell you what though, I am very impressed at the moment with Mertzi and Agent. They are being very, very patient. They know that these hards are going to the end. They are not trying to pass these guys as quick as possible, ruin the tyres.
They're not looking to sort of hurry the issue, you know. They know that they're going to get the opportunity. It's going to come at some point. They know that Ellis will, I mean, at the very least, is going to need to pit. And they can quite comfortably just sit in the slipstream, get the DRS, and have an easy few laps until Ellis is forced to pit. And still come away with some really good points. Snacks comes into the pits.
Snacks pits, so he's onto a set of mediums towards the end. I mean, considering that Assassin is struggling on 13 lap old mediums,
this is a
Snacks needs to go 14, 15.
Wow, I mean,
it's a big call.
This is really.
Generally, when you're doing the
dangerous.
soft medium, you want to push both sets of softs 8 laps each.
I'm going to be honest,
feeling comfortable enough.
It ain't what I'd have chosen.
It's not what I'd have chosen either.
Because the tyre advantage that you've got is 9 laps. So if you were to go on hard tyres, your hard tyres are 9 laps younger, at the very least, than the guys ahead of you. And with, 15 laps to go, you would back yourself to be able to bring that gap down quite considerably. With the gap to first being 10 seconds or so. But we'll see how he goes, because the thing is he's going to need to use these mediums, and he's going to push on these mediums. So yeah, we'll see what he can do. So a little bit of a look a bit further down here, we see Dutch Dirt a little bit out of position on 6 lap old mediums in P13. I think he might have a little bit of front wing damage there. You see that front right? No. Excuse me, he doesn't. I just thought the way the shadowing was on the front wing, I thought the front right of his wing was missing, but he's doing okay. Snacks his teammate Redding. Oh my goodness me. Goes off and does even more wing damage by the looks of it. I'm not sure how or where he has done that. That is his front right end plate that has come off. We saw it flying, but I'm not quite sure where it came off, because I'll be honest, it looked like he was on a straight. So I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
He comes into the pits.
Yeah, little gap starting to appear. The closest battles is a 3-way, so there's Mertzi, Ellis and Agent, and there's another 3 behind of Moss, Assassin, Flecky, which is basically an Assassin just getting mugged by everybody. Flecky sends an outrageous lunge, and in there, Assassin's off the track. Flecky quite rightly gives it in back. That was very ambitious to say the least, even for Flecky. But yeah, up in front, Mercy and Agent keeping it sensible. They've got strong pace here. They're in and amongst these medium guys who probably aren't going to the end, but don't need to pass them, really. So keeping pace with them is a sensible option. Moss trying to get back onto the train, so he's working his tyres a little bit harder than those boys. But he has that luxury because he's quite a few laps younger. But he's looking to get onto the back of that train. Flecky needs to dispatch of UK Assassin up towards turn 1. Gets the move done well in advance.
Nicely done.
Could even come back and take the racing line. He had that much overspeed.
Easy.
Assassin sinking like a stone, but he's toughing it out on those mediums.
Oh, Ellis. Mercy and Ellis, and now Agent's going to have a bit more of a sniff. He's got to be so patient here, Agent. He's been patient for the past few laps. Got the exit of that curve all wrong. Took way too much grass. That has dramatically slowed down the car. Oh wow, Ellis and Mercy side by side. Oh, Mercy gets it all wrong into that corner. Agent and Ellis get past him.
Yeah, so that happened a little bit earlier on. So one of the big curves in sector 2, just on the run up to that corner, Mercy got a little bit on the grass. Had to have a little moment to save.
Really?
So yeah, that basically allowed Agent and Ellis to run out. Yeah, this is turning into quite the scrap.
This is the battle that we want to be watching on track. Is Snack sets the fastest lap of the race, 24.483.
Agent's a lot closer this time though.
Oh, he's got enough.
Gonna go for it.
He's got enough. Oh, they do touch. They do touch. They managed to keep it together. It was just about done. But that now gives Mercy a little bit of a stiff as well. God, he's so close. WKD Moss now getting in on the action on his 8-lap-old hards. It's Dutch that gets past Hansen.
Yep, Hansen has pitted.
God, it's just action everywhere you look at the minute. This is fantastic to watch.
Yeah, I'd say we're kind of glued to this battle.
Oh, absolutely.
Not really much action happening outside of these 4. Hansen's come out in P13, right on the tail of Dutch. But yeah, this is the closest battle on the circuit. We've got Agent, Ellis, Mercy, Moss. Ellis fighting, wearing medium tyres. All these guys on comfortable hards. Moss had to have a massive lift through AJ corner. Flashbacks to his crash in qualifying.
He knows he's got to be careful through that corner. Like I say, as soon as you crash there once, it takes a while to build your confidence up again. Oh, Mercy goes really deep at the penultimate corners. I think Moss might get a run here. Oh, Moss didn't get a great exit. Mercy has DRS as well. He's right behind him. Moss moves out. Can he get it done around the outside? Wow, he gets it done. Yeah, stunning move from WKD Moss. Stunning.
And let's just say, massive credit to Mercy though. It takes a huge amount of trust in the guy on the inside. You've got a place to make a move around the outside there. And 100%. Mercy is impeccable the way he handled that. Great driving from the both of them. Flecky's not too far away as well. Flecky's looking like he's lurking.
They're all starting to get on the action. Let's have a little look though at VXR, who at the minute is in P4, coming up towards Storm Twister's bot, which everyone needs to be very careful of, and he is getting hot on the heels of Mellow Cover. 5 lap difference. But Blackadder, the giveaway has ended, my friend. As you can see, it was announced after 2 p.m. this afternoon, my friend. Mellow Cover pits. He pits 18 lap, so with what, 10 laps to go, set a medium, surely.
Gotta be. Yeah, if they're brand new, you can probably even go for softs from here. But
is that gonna call out a safety car? Safety car.
It has.
Safety car deployed.
Yeah, so he's bang in the middle of the road on sector 1, guys. So on the run down to turn 5.
Sector 1,
Make sure
just be
you
very
are-
careful.
Yeah, towards the end of sector 1.
Now
The VXR is just coming on it now. Yeah, Abbott's car has disappeared, so but you're still under yellows. Just be sensible.
Damo!
So what a decision for these guys. What have they got to do? In the meantime, before all that happened, Moss managed to make his way past Ellis. Yeah, what do you do if you're in these guys in the top 10?
I think you pit. I think the difference between medium and hard is great enough. And there's enough corners where that tyre advantage is so huge. I'd be pitting for mediums right now. Brand new set of mediums.
What does Snacks do though? 5 lap old mediums in P2?
No, you've got to pit. I think if you're Snacks, you've got to pit. I don't think he has though. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. He's stayed out.
He's going to. Well, to be fair,
chosen softs blue. Exotic's chosen softs.
Wow.
Snacks is going to have his rear view mirror full of McLaren.
Hang on, Exotic Planes leaves the session. Oh no, he's not been DC'd, has he? Hurry up, you're under safety car, Exotic. You'll be able to get in. We need an invitation. You've got a 5-second penalty. You collided with Storm.
Yeah, your
AJ,
your
if
bot
you have him, do you have him?
Yeah, I'm getting him one now.
Oh, see,
yeah,
Redding again, pipping Snacks into.
But yeah, Exotic's bot, to compound his misery, Exotic's bot has just driven into Storm coming out of the pits.
There you go, Exotic Planes has joined. So things are okay, but he does have that grid penalty, the 5-second penalty. Wow, I mean, you've got Redding and Storm Twister. Now, Redding, not sure if you can hear me, but naturally, obviously, they cannot overtake you until the start-finish line. So make sure you are driving full pelt over that, and then firmly moving to the right-hand side. But Exotic, there's nothing we can do about it, and in all fairness, moaning about it in the chat ain't going to solve anything. So crack on with your race. WKD Moss now on 11 lap old hards. He'll be able to push them to the end.
Yeah, just one final point on that. I will point out it was your bot that's driven into someone else. So
Storm Twister now gets a 5-second penalty. So
yeah, so I think that's Exotic coming off AI has just ploughed straight into the back of Storm's bot.
Hang on, why is he coming into the pits?
Because he just ploughed into the back of Storm's bot. He's coming in for a front wing. It's gone from bad to worse for Exotic.
And now he's got the time penalty. Wow, this is just not the place I would have come off AI. I'd have waited till the straight. Yeah.
Because I think that's what's happened. I think he's taken control, but he took control in a braking zone, so the car's just carried on straight, going off of the brakes and into the back of Storm. Yeah, that has ruined what was a glorious chance for Exotic.
Focus on your driving, Exotic. A job to do for him. I mean, in all fairness, his place is pretty well cemented in the constructors. You've got Storm Twister.
Yeah, it's not going to change the championship much.
No,
yeah, so it's just unfortunate. It would Callum Ultra especially would be loving him to take some points off Snacks.
Now Reading FC is right in the mix here. He could do Snacks a little bit of a favour and just help holding it up. I mean, he is frighteningly.
Tell you who's in with a fantastic shout is Mello.
Yeah.
Mello is P3.
Yeah.
He's He's got Moss in front of him on 12 lap old hard tyres. Mello is pretty much on brand new softs. VXR's in a good point. Yeah, P4, Carrot in P5, Hansen P6, Mertzy 7, Ellis 8, Agent 9. Mertzy, Ellis, Agent all on brand new softs, as is Assassin.
I know. I mean, Snacks is starting to back.
Do not go anywhere, people, because this last 8 laps.
Who knows what is going to happen? Snacks disappears.
I couldn't tell you how this is going to finish.
Snacks disappears. Oh no, Redding, you've got to drive.
Start finish straight is miles down, Redding.
I pray that people do not get penalties. Oh wow, there's a huge accident. Oh, huge accident.
Yeah. Well, this is quite frankly ridiculous, Blue. Moss has got a penalty, Carrot's got a penalty, Mello's got a penalty, all for ignoring yellow flags.
And that's because of Redding going far too slow and actually not pressing
100%.
the start-finish line, which is the safety car line, so it counts as...
That, quite frankly, is ridiculous.
That is potentially ruining a lot of people's races right at the top. Mertzy on 2-lap-old softs now, with those time penalties in place. I mean, this is going to dramatically change the landscape.
Playing the team game. He lets Carrot straight through.
Mello cover. What's happening with Mello? Mello was retired. What's happening with Mello? Again.
AJ corner again.
Safety car. Another safety car.
Now, if I'm Moss and Carrot, I'm in the pits for softs and getting rid of that 5-second penalty.
Yes.
Moss doesn't do it though.
On Snacks pits. Snacks comes into pits, puts softs on. Oh my.
I mean, arguably, there's no real point now. He had Carrot behind him on the same tyres, albeit they're a lap older.
But look how far Snacks is going down. Oh, did he really need to do this? He's now in P9.
Mello, it wasn't the AIs, and don't comment when you have no idea what's going on in your position, dude. But yeah, why is Moss not come in? That's getting rid of the 5-second penalty. It's brand new softs. Yes, okay, he plummet down the order. Yeah, it's a very strange decision from Moss.
I mean, you had not crossed the safety car line. You're not allowed.
Moss, it also wasn't Storm's bot, because Storm's bot has got a penalty for the same thing.
It's not
Storm's bot's got a penalty for the same thing, so it's not Storm's bot.
It will be discussed in Discord afterwards. Dutch Dirt, 5-second penalty for
5-second penalty for hitting Redding. So basically, right, just to clarify this, guys, I know exactly the cause of that from the race director. So it will be looked into, and we don't speak about it anymore.
It will be discussed in Discord at the end of this race.
For what views you guys have, I have the hard text in front of me, which categorically tells me who's at fault. Right? I will deal with it. Get your heads down and focus on your racing.
You have 6 laps remaining of this race. Wow, I mean, what's that? That is 5 retirements, well, including myself, because, you know, obviously I was, it felt nice to be a guest on the grid for a split second, but, well, yeah, 6 laps to go. Safety car is going to be out for at least another lap, and now the Ferrari duo find themselves P1 and P2. Who predicted that? I didn't.
Yeah.
Did you?
I wouldn't have done it. No.
Wow. Okay. Mertzy and Fresh Agent, who have performed really well all race, now on 4-lap-old softs, find themselves 3rd and 4th. Neither of them have ever scored a podium in the Bluefoxx League, so this will be very interesting to see how they go. Alex Ghost Hunter, big GGs and welcome to you. It has been a very, very crazy race, Cavalier. 100% ups and downs. Was not expecting it to be quite as chaotic.
Blue, just have a look at who's P3, P4, P5 in the standings. For me, insanity.
Yeah.
If you'd have predicted the order of this race, I don't think...
No.
You don't have anybody in their slots right now, do you?
Not in a month of Sundays. If you were to tell me with 4 laps to go, pick your top 5, nah.
That would not be it in a million years.
No. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting. So WKD Moss on 15 lap old hards, okay, can go to the end quite comfortably, but he is not going to have the pace. But Alex Ghost Hunter, well, you lucky guy, you got yourself a 1 month gifted sub. So look, GG's. Stick around for what is set to be a crazy 4-lap showdown for the end of this Australian GP. Now, they both got time penalties, so Moss could play the team game here and try and hold Mertzi and Agent back like he has been doing, or does he see the opportunity and is he going to go for it? I mean, on 15 lap old hards, I mean, he's still not gone there on the start-finish straight, and he's still not gone yet. Now he goes.
Yeah, he's got his rear gunner in place, but he might have literally just opened Moss. He might have opened Moss up for a fresh world of hurt here. Mertzi has mugged Agent. I think he was in front anyway, so
he was, yeah.
I think he got the jump on it. He got the jump on Agent, and that's a defensive line he's taken. Lecky's past Assassin.
Wow, Snack starting to move up the grid as well. This is a little bit of chaos. You've got UK Assassin 6 lap old softs in P5, VXR and Flecky on younger tyres but a harder compound. They are on the medium. So can Assassin handle the pressure and come home with what I think would be easily his highest finish in a Bluefoxx League race?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Gonna be really, really interesting finish. I'm not sure. I can't call it. I really cannot call how this is going to finish. If well, the one thing I feel that's going to happen, I think there's going to be another accident. I really think there is going to be another crash. Oh, Snacks! Snacks got the move, but got on the curb. Too much on the revs. And ended up having to come across the circuit and hit Flecky. Flecky, you can see, is, I mean, with a huge amount of front wing. He's trying to come into the pit lane.
Into P2, Blue.
Just gets in. Wow,
we're in the situation here. Remember, Carrot and Moss have 5-second penalties, the Ferraris. We could end up with Mertzi, Agent and Assassin on the podium.
3 guys who have never scored a podium in any Bluefoxx race, and all of a sudden, as AJ says, we are met with the possibility of all 3 of them being on those prestigious steps. I mean, this is unbelievable.
In the pits.
He has indeed.
Yeah, we've got 2.5 laps to go. Now, if you're Carrot, you just give everything and pray to God that you hold out 5 seconds.
And you pray that it sticks. I mean, 5 seconds, I think, with this time, is just not going to happen. All Mertzi needs to do is keep the car on the road. If he
the amazing
keeps
thing
the car
is, Blue,
on the road, he wins.
This will be driver of the season. Mertzi started P17.
This is
crashed in Q1.
This is absolutely unbelievable. What a race we are being treated to during the 1-year celebration of streaming on Twitch. It's been a 24-hour stream. We are 7 minutes away from hitting that 24 hours, and we are being treated to what is an unbelievable final few laps in race 8 of the Bluefoxx F1 League. I just don't know what to say. I mean, Agent is so close to Moss, but he doesn't need to push it. He knows that Moss has that time penalty and even is close enough to overtake Carrot as well. So he just needs to stay close.
He's even got enough of a margin over Snacks. Snacks is 1 second behind.
This is unbelievable. I mean, Snacks
is probably going to catch him on the last lap.
Snacks on that last lap. I mean, that decision to go on to softs. I mean, I didn't understand it at the time, and it's certainly, you know, proving. I mean, I just don't know what is going to happen here with that. I mean, he's gaining, but you know, they've all got DRS. I mean, with Callum Ultra not being in this race, Snacks would just be happy with a decent haul of points. So we're not sure what he's going to do. Toad Carrot round the final corner then. Crosses the line and starts the final lap of the Australian GP. Mertzy is the man to watch though, because out of nowhere, the past couple of races he has been showing
around the outside,
unbelievable promise.
What a Moss. That's an unbelievable move.
Oh, Snacks gets it done. Oh, Snacks down the inside. Oh, he's holding it. He's holding it.
Oh,
that was Agent's corner. Moss gets back. These guys got to be really, really careful here. We expect nothing but professionalism with these guys here. Snacks, I mean, now Agent is definitively in the podium positions. Mertzy though.
Oh, and Snacks has caught Moss, and Moss is round. What is he doing?
Oh my goodness. Well, Mertzy has managed to not spill it at AJ corner. Not sure what's happened with Moss and Snacks there. Snacks up into P4. Tries to overtake Agent. Agent not having any of it. That then becomes it is Agent's corner, but Toad Carrot comes across the line with the time penalty.
Mertzy wins.
Mertzy wins the Australian Grand Prix. That is unbelievable. Fresh Agent. What's happened to Fresh Agent? He's now back down in P5.
Well, the penultimate corner, he got a bump and run from Snacks. Snacks nudged him in the back, forced Agent wide. So Agent's lost out 2 positions.
Exotic comes up to P4, VXR P6, Assassin P7, MK2 Ellis P8, Hansen in the points P9, WKD Moss P10.
I'm sorry, the story here, Blue. Mertzy wins.
I mean, Mertzy out of nowhere wins the Australian Grand Prix. What is happening? Driver of the day goes to Mertzy as well. Get that down. Answers on a postcard.